live with another one on this beautiful Tuesday morning, guys. Okay, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday morning. But topic of discussion today, guys, is Justin Gaethje had to bring this up, had to make a video about this because of apparently, apparently Justin Gaethje's manager is out here basically complaining, saying that Justin Gaethje should have been the number one contender for that lightweight strap. In my opinion, that is that is crazy talk. Justin Gaethje took a year and a half hiatus after getting knocked out by Max Holloway and losing his BMF title. Then comes back. He's supposed to fight Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker gets injured. You know, somebody else steps in on short notice. Beziv, I believe his name is, steps in on short notice. Gives him a good fight, 3 rounder. No, Justin Gaethje is not deserving to be number one contender. Not at all. I think Charles Oliveira has been, busy. And not only that, but you put Charles Oliveira against Justin Gaethje, who wins? 10 out of 10 times, Justin Gaethje loses. And that's just facts. That's just facts, guys. I like Justin Gaethje. I like his, his style of fighting, but his style of fighting is one-dimensional. His wrestling is non-existent, guys. Yeah, his defensive wrestling, you know, is enough to keep his opponents off of him, but his actual wrestling non-existent. His Brazilian jiu-jitsu non-existent. I don't know what Justin Gaethje's manager is talking about that Justin Gaethje should be, the number one contender. Nah, no way. Charles Oliveira versus Ilya Topuria sounds a lot better to me. How you doing? How are you doing? Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys, okay? I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. But yeah, guys, I think the fight to make just did. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I think the fight to make, in my opinion, is Justin Gaethje and Patty Pimblett. Butterfly, how you doing? How you doing, Butterfly? Hopefully you're having a good one, Butterfly. But I think that's the fight to make. Patty Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. I think that'll be a banger. I think that'll be a banger. I think you could, a lot of people are saying, rebook that Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje fight. That would be fantastic as well. I don't see why not. But Patty Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje also sounds exciting to me. To be real, that sounds like a banger right there. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know if the UFC can put that fight together, but they should definitely be talking about it. Honestly, they should definitely be talking about it. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Thank you for your support, man. I appreciate it. All right. As of recent, I actually the goal for 2025 was actually to reach 500 subscribers, and we already surpassed that goal. So for 2025, we're gonna keep grinding, keep hustling, and hopefully we can reach 1,000 subscribers. If you guys could help me get there, I appreciate it. And as it stands right now, I'm 101 176 for my UFC fight predictions for 2025. That is 101 and 76, guys. That is way above 500, so I'm happy about that one. Do you collect those in the back? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do collect those in the back. Those are those are collectible items, guys. But yeah, guys, what's going on out there? Rapid fire, guys. What's going on this beautiful Tuesday morning? What is going on? But yeah, going back to the topic of discussion, man. I mean, I don't, I don't know. I don't see what, I don't see how Justin Gaethje versus Ilya Taporia would have been an entertaining fight. You know what I mean? I think Ilya Taporia would have definitely slept Justin Gaethje. I mean, the guy is definitely hittable. The guy gets hit multiple times. Most likely, he gets hit more than any UFC fighter in history, to be honest. Getting Gettings from Texas. Oh, that's what's up, man. That is what's up. Yo, G, what's going on? What is going on? Greetings from Texas. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that's what you meant, man. But greetings, man. Greetings, man. What's going on, man? Blesses to Texas, man. Love Texas. Went to Texas. You guys have some awesome food. I just don't like the ingenuity of the highways in Texas. It's just totally confusing. I just don't understand how people could live underneath an underpass. It's just I don't know. I don't understand it sometimes. But I don't live there, so what is there to understand? But yeah, going back to the topic, man, I think Justin Gaethje. Yeah, I think you book him against Paddy Pimblett. That's gonna be a terrific fight. Yeah, it's a winnable fight for Paddy Pimblett as well, because like I said, Justin Gaethje's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is virtually non-existent. So with Paddy Pimblett's experience with his groundwork, that's a losable fight for Justin Gaethje, guys. Excuse me. So I don't know. I don't know what's the road for success for Justin, to be honest with you, but I don't see him. I don't see him becoming champion. I think maybe a few more fights and he most likely retires. I mean, he's gotten in multiple wars, got his head bounced off the canvas, multiple times. You know, the guy has taken just beatings. But he's also won some fights as well. But it's just, yeah, yeah. I don't know what's next for Justin. I don't know what's next for Justin. But to me, Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje, that's a sellable fight. You could put that as a pay per view. You could put that as a co-main event for virtually any event. To be honest with you, um, I mean, I'm trying to think about who can headline a card like that. I mean, they could both headline that card as well, but it'll be good, to have to have them as co-main event, and then most likely a main event on top of them. But not sure how that's gonna look, you know. But at least we all know now it's not gonna be John Jones, guys. John Jones is retired. I made a video about that already. Made multiple videos on this channel talking about John Jones, of how the UFC and John Jones and Dana White are selling you wolf tickets. That's not gonna happen, guys. He's not gonna come back and fight Tom Aspinall. So I repeat, John Jones is retired. He's not gonna fight anybody for that matter. So that's that breaking news. I mean, he said it himself. He's done. You know what I mean? So blessings to John Jones and the UFC for trying to sell us wolf tickets. They were definitely not convincing me. I already been new. They were definitely not convincing me. But apparently they convinced Tom Aspinall because he's been waiting and he's been waiting you know, for damn near a long time to fight John Jones. Hopefully he doesn't wait that long, or hopefully he doesn't wait anymore, for that matter. Because man, Michael Chandler's career went downhill, and it all happened because he made this decision, to wait on Conor McGregor. And then the whole time, Conor McGregor was catching cases. He was out there partying. He was out there with that, white dust. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. And while all that was happening, Michael Chandler still was, open-minded, still optimistic, still positive that the fight was going to happen. To this time, to this very moment, I think Michael Chandler is still waiting for that fight to happen, guys. Okay, that's probably guaranteed. Okay, but going back to Justin Gaethje's crazy ass manager, um, I don't know what he was talking out of. He most likely was talking out of his ass when he made those comments that Justin Gaethje deserves to be the number one, contender. I mean, that is totally blasphemy. The guy, I honestly think people's, ability to reach the internet and speak, I think some people, that should be revoked for some people because I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Okay. You want to hear a joke? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Hit me with a joke. Why not? Hit me with a joke. Go ahead. Hit me with joke. Hit me with the joke. Hit me with the joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? I have no idea. I have no idea why the chicken crossed the road. We don't know because it goes. Like, what? Oh my gosh, man. It's one of those days, man. It's one of those days. I get it. I get it, guys. I get it. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. Okay, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. All right. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. All right. We're gonna keep going, man. We're gonna keep grinding. You know, we're gonna keep going and we're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna push this channel. We're gonna keep building this community. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. Really, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. And hopefully, we could continue building, building this community. You know what I mean? I'm not only into mixed martial arts. I'm also into, gaming as well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Red Dead Redemption. I've been playing that game. It's fantastic. You know, I got a book, as a gift about Red Dead's history, and it's a phenomenal read, man. It's a phenomenal read. So yeah, guys, yeah, I'm really indulge. I'm really in this. You know what I mean? So yeah, continue supporting the channel. Continue supporting the channel, guys. But back to the topic at hand, guys. I mean, I think Paddy Pimblett has a road to success to, eventually fight, for that lightweight strap, man. I mean, I say he's one win away, if not two. He fights against Justin Gaethje and beats him. Man, you know what happens? What happens then? I mean, we still have Armin waiting on the limbs. Let's not forget about Dan Hooker. If we're talking about who really deserves it, it's Armin. Armin Point blank. He definitely deserves it. Arguably walking around as a champion right now. They just haven't given him the belt. I understand Ilya Taporia and Charles Oliveira are the challengers for that strap. But if we're talking reality, Armin definitely deserves to be challenging for that strap. He's he's the number one contender. He's already beaten Charles Oliveira. Okay, so that's my opinion on that one. All right, that's my opinion on that one, guys. Ah, that is some good juice, man. That is some good juice, guys. But yeah, guys, what is going on out there, man? What is going on out there? Let me know on the chat. Let me know on the chat. We're 1 day away from the Eastern Conference Finals for my Knicks. You know what I mean? I'm excited for that one. I'm excited to watch my Knicks, go against the Pacers and get revenge on the Indiana Pacers. Hopefully, they could get revenge on them, man. To be honest with you, because last year they beat us, but we had a lot of people injured, man, including our the captain. So we have everybody healthy right now, and not only do we have everybody healthy, but we have the big bodega, as well. So I'm hoping that changes things up a bit, and I think the Knicks could win this in 7, man. I mean, in 6. I think the Knicks could win this in 6. To be real, I really do. I really do. I don't think the Pacers are that much of a big threat. I really don't. I don't see them as a great team. Don't get me wrong. They have some great, good players in there, that they could poke in and out, especially in their bench. But overall, we have I mean, geez, the Knicks have a just a starting five that's phenomenal. You know what I mean? Jalen Brunson, as just the head of the snake, and then we got the big bodega, there just being the monster that he is. The guy can just shoot from anywhere he wants, you know, freaking shoot from half court if the guy wanted to. OG and Benobi, and we got OG, we got freaking Hart. Just a good group of guys, man. We got Bridges, we got Mitch. It's a good team, man. This is a good team. This is the first time I'm actually looking at the Knicks. I'm like, man, they might just do it. They might just go to the promised land and win, especially the way those guys play. I remember there was like a stretch in the regular season. Man, I want to say like when was it? October, November, October, November. It was like around the. I want to say it was around the November, December area, or maybe yeah. I think it was around the no, November, December area, where the Knicks were just they were the best offensive team in like the NBA for that stretch, averaging like 127 points a game. It was crazy, man. So if they play like that, Pacers have just no chance. Taporia or Oliveira? Well, Jason 9, Taporia versus Oliveira. Let me see. If I had to break down this fight, this is the way I see this fight, man. This is the way I see this fight. Charles Oliveira has a tendency to get caught. On virtually all of his fights, the guy gets hit. So do I see Taporia, eventually catching Charles Oliveira? I do. I do see that happening. But I see Charles Oliveira um taking the punches well. You know, Ilya Taporia, he's been very successful at that 145 pound, featherweight, division. But this is the lightweight division. You know what I mean? The guys are a lot bigger. Charles Oliveira himself is a lot bigger. So I think he's going to carry the punches really well. I don't think it's going to be as easy for Ilya Taporia to get that knockout, but I do see Ilya Taporia, eventually catching Charles Oliveira, dropping Charles Oliveira. But I think in a five round fight, I think Charles Oliveira finds success. I think there's many areas he can win. He's long, he's lengthy. He can use his length to his advantage, to be in and out in this void. He has nice leg kicks. He has great stand up, so he's going to be there for Ilya Taporia, you know what I mean, in the stand up game. But not only that, but he also has great Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. You know what I mean? The guy has an ability to not only take you down, but implement a game plan where he gets on your back and he rides you so well. You know what I mean? Pause, no homo. But I think at the end of the day, man, I think Charles Oliveira wins that fight. I think Charles Oliveira wins that fight. All right, Jason Nine. That's a good question, Jason Nine. Hit me with more, man. That's a good one. I like that. That was a good question. Do you agree that Taporia is like a cheap Connor? Motherfucker trying too hard. Not really, man. I don't think you could compare the two, man. I really don't. I really don't think you could compare the two. I think Ilya Taporia, you know, you just I get what you're saying in the sense of like early on, even for that Volk fight when he fought Volk, he mimicked Conor McGregor. I totally understand where you're coming from, but I don't know. I can't really compare the two. I really can't compare Conor McGregor and Ilya Taporia, especially how, Conor McGregor is right now. It's just hard to compare the two. And Ilya Taporia actually went on the Joe Rogan podcast, something that Conor McGregor never did and never will do. So I don't know. I don't know. But another good one, man. Another good question. Guys, hit me. Rapid fire. Let's go. All right. Let's go. Rapid fire on the chat. Let me know what's going on. Ask me the questions. Those were two back to back good questions by Jason 9. Appreciate you. Cheers to you, man. But yeah, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. All right. But yeah, man. Going back to the topic at hand, like I was saying before, man, I think Patty Pimblett deserves a shot at Justin Gaethje. I think Patty Pimblett ends up beating Justin Gaethje. Most likely, Patty Pimblett ends up beating Justin Gaethje by rear naked choke. To be honest, I don't see why not. Like I said before, Justin Gaethje's Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is virtually non-existent, and his ability to understand it, I mean, is like I said, virtually non-existent. So there's a way for Patty Pimblett to win that fight, and I think the UFC should definitely book it. All right, I do. I think the UFC should book it. But yeah, guys, let me know what's going on, man. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on. I'll tell you the fight that nobody's talking about, man. Nobody's talking about the Kayla Harrison versus Juliana Pena. It's like nobody even cares about that fight. And most likely it's because nobody does. Nobody really cares about it. Nobody cares about that division in general. It's a sad story, man. it's a sad it's a sad story, man. It really is. It's a sad story. You know what I mean? Just because that division used to be, yeah, it was a great division. It was a great division. They had a lot of drama in that division back in the day. You know what I mean? A lot of drama. And now it's just, I don't know. There's just nothing there. There's just honestly nothing there, man. People are more excited to watch Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pfeiffer. They rather watch that fight than watch Juliana Pena and Kayla Harrison. That's so sad, man. That is so sad, bro. And it's for gold, bro. It's for a championship belt. You know, everybody that I talk to, I'll be like, "Yo, you ready to watch Kayla Harrison and Juliana Pena?" They give me that look, like, "What are you talking about? Please, let's talk about that Kelvin Gastelum and Joe Pfeiffer fight." Oh gosh, guys, man, that's some funny stuff, man. Some funny stuff. It really is. It really is, man. It really is some funny stuff. But yeah, man. Yeah, guys. Like and subscribe, guys, if you are new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. I've seen the Russian on heavyweight. They should give him a rematch against Tom. What Russian you speaking about? And maybe I mean, I don't know what Russian specifically you're talking about, but Tom Aspinall needs anybody at this point because, like I said, John Jones is not coming back to the UFC. John Jones is retired. He's enjoying his life. He's getting paid to do the Russian version of the Ultimate Fighter, coaching against Nate Diaz. So I don't see John Jones actually coming back to the UFC and defending that heavyweight strap. So Tom Aspinall actually has some decisions to make. Okay, and not only does Tom Aspinall have some decisions to make, but the UFC has some decisions to make as well. Because as it stands right now, Tom Aspinall is the longest reigning, okay, the longest reigning interim title holder in heavyweight division, guys. That is shameful. All right, that is shameful. That is blasphemy. That is blasphemy. That is everything that is negative. Okay, the UFC needs to make a decision and strip John Jones or not strip John Jones. Do whatever it is you're gonna do, but damn it, do something. Sergio Pajovic. Oh man, yeah, 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 yeah. Maybe that would be a good fight. You're right. What's good? What's going on, Mars? 2 days on a row, two lives on a row, and Mars has made an appearance. All right, I didn't have to even contact, the authorities and put out an APB on him. He's made his two appearances, which means we might not see him for another year or so, guys. Okay, but let's clap for Mars. All right, Mars. Welcome to the chat. What's going on? Topic of discussion today is actually, Justin Gaethje and Patty Pimlet. I think that fight should happen. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people. The only person on this earth that actually thinks that Justin Gaethje should be the number one contender is Justin Gaethje's manager, which I totally agree. Justin Gaethje's manager is talking out of his ass, and I think Justin Gaethje should fight Patty Pimlet because of that. That's my opinion, though. That is my opinion. How you doing? How are you doing? What's going on? You're welcome. Yes, yes. Thank you, man. The show doesn't start until you walk in here, Mars. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. But I've been on for 29 minutes, guys, and you already know. All right, you already know if you've been a part of this community. After the 30-minute mark, we could talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be mixed martial arts related. Rapid fire on the chats, okay? All right. But yeah, guys. You mean Ali Abdul Laziz? Yeah, I'm talking about that guy, man. I'm talking about that guy. I'm talking about him. You know what I mean? I don't know much about the guy, but from what I hear, the guy, he has a murky, background. The guy has a murky background. There's some stories of him working with the, FBI, CIA, and terrorists and this and that. and just a whole bunch of nonsense. So, you know, yeah, I just think everything, that comes with that guy is nonsense. So obviously, his remarks are nonsense. Do you think mustard or ketchup is better on hot dogs? If we're talking about hot dogs, guys, um, let me see. It's funny that we're talking about hot dogs. You know what I mean? A bit shady, Mars. I think it's a little bit more than a bit shady, Mars. I mean, the guy, the guy has been connected to a lot of, just a lot of weird, murky things. Let me tell you something. And if we're talking about ketchup, guys, I actually went out, recently, and we went out. It was, it was a whole event. There was like many different establishments where you can eat. And one of the places we ended up going to was like a hot dog stand. You know what I mean? And we ended up buying a hot dog. After the whole thing, each hot dog was like $6. And I just thought that was crazy because in my head, I'm like, yo, bro, like $6 for a hot dog. Back in the day when I was a child, okay, I was about maybe 8, 7 years old. A hot dog cost $1, guys. Okay, and if you want a hot dog and a drink, it was $1.25. What is going on with today and the economy? It's so confusing. But if I had to go, choose ketchup or mustard, guys, we're going with ketchup. It's gonna be ketchup, sauerkraut, and chili. That is my hot dog choices. All right. Um, hello, bro. Hello, hello. How you doing? How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good one, man. Mars or barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce. No way. No way. No way. Mars just said barbecue sauce on a hot dog. How dare you? How dare you even say that? Okay. You should be reprimanded. You should be. No, 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 no. $6. Are they made out of gold? That's what I said, man. That's what I said. When they told me the price, I'm like, man, I only bought one. You know what I mean? And I'm just being real with you guys. I'm just being real. The hot dog, it wasn't even fulfilling. It just wasn't. I ate it within 2 bites. It was just not fulfilling. $6 for a hot dog? I was just disgusted at that point. You know what I mean? At that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to an all you can eat buffet at that point because just for another $6 for about $12, I can actually eat all you can eat at a buffet. Okay? For that price. So I might as well double up and get fulfilled. Where are you from? I'm from the US, man. I am from the US, the United States of America. I live in the southern part of the United States. Okay. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Mm. Maybe if you get the honey mustard. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about any honey mustard on my hot dog. No way. No way. No way. I don't know about that. No way. The fact that I got randomly here but already liked the stream. Keep it up, big dog. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much, man. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe, guys, if you are new to the channel. Okay, it takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. All right. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. But I don't know about that honey mustard on a hot dog. You know what I mean? That's it. You're 0 and 2, Mars. You are 0 and 2 for the toppings of the hot dog. First you said barbecue sauce, which I don't even know where that came from. Okay, that came totally from the left field where I can't even see. Okay, it came from the blind side. All right. And now you're talking about some honey mustard. I don't know what you're talking about, man. You're lost out there. The wonder you be out there lost and having me call, authorities to get the APB. You're lost. All right, you're lost out there, Mars. What's going on? 0 and 2. Yeah, man, you're 0 and 2, man. You're 0 and 2 for the hot dogs topping, bro. What's wrong with you? All right, can't take you out to public, Can't take you out to public. You start doing weird stuff with the hot dogs. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, man. 0-2 for the topping Mars. Come on. We could do better than that, man. We could do better than that. All right. All right. We could do better than that. All right. It's ketchup, sauerkraut, and chili. That's all you need. That is all you need. All right. You like basketball. Yes, I like basketball as well, man. I like basketball as well. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been watching the Knicks. I've literally in the last 2 years, I've really been invested with the Knicks, man. I really have. I really watched all of their 80 freaking something games. I watched it all, even in the playoffs when they lost last year against the Pacers and everybody got hurt. But this year is different, man. So I'm rooting for the Knicks. They're in the Eastern Conference Final, so we shall see how that unrolls. All right. I usually make smash burgers though, and I mix up my own sauce. That's what's up. That is what's up. I like smash burgers. I really do. I like smash burgers, and I like putting ketchup mayo. You know what I mean on my smash burgers. That tastes good. Can you say what is best? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, man. After America, OFC. What is that? OFC. After America, OFC. I don't know what that. What do you mean, Jason Nine? What is that? No, Nobel is a country, bro. Oh, is it really? I didn't know that. Thank you for teaching me something, Jason Nine. I had no idea. Can you say Nobel is best? There you go. Nobel is best. There you go. Hopefully, I'm pronunciating that way, that right. I'm probably not, but I apologize if I'm not. Somebody was like, "It's a country, bro." Sorry, man. I didn't know. I didn't know. All right. I didn't know. All right. Sheesh. But yeah, guys, what's going on, man? Rapid fire. What you guys think about Justin Gaethje versus Patty Pimblett, man? What you guys think about that? Because I am from. I figured you were from there. That's what's up. Once Jason Nine let me know it was a country, I was like, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. Blessed to you, blessed to your country. Is it official? Is what official? Is what official? Is what official Mars? Your teaching style is super. The Justin fight. Uh, what that would be a good fight though, right? No, no, no. That's definitely not. That is definitely not official. Okay, that is definitely not official. But that's just one of the fights that I think should happen. You know what I mean? I think Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimbley. That'll be a banger. You know what I mean? It's not official. It's not official. But since Dan Hooker and Justin Gaethje didn't happen, why not? Why not have Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett, and on that same card, you could bring back Michael Chandler and Dan Hooker for that rematch, and have Dan Hooker get revenge on Michael Chandler. How about that one? How about that one? You think Chandler should retire? Bro needs to let it go. Bro is almost 40. I think he should retire, but I think he should definitely accept one more fight against Dan Hooker. I think that's the last fight he should have on his record. Okay, and I think Dan Hooker will eventually knock out Michael Chandler. That's the way I see that one happening. And actually, like I said, I think that fight should actually happen on the same card with Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett. That's a sellable fight, and I'll definitely be watching if they ever book that fight. Okay, that's for damn sure. But he is old, man. Michael Chandler is old, man. He wasted his youth. He wasted his youth. Wasted he wasted his youth waiting on Conor McGregor, man. Waited on Conor McGregor, left his wife for about damn near 2 years for a training camp that took 3 years. Unbelievable. Dana needs to make it happen. Dana needs to make a lot of things happen, guys. He really does. I'm so happy that he got fired. From the boxing promotion. I'm happy about that. Refocus yourself, okay? Because you've been lost. All right. The guy's been lost as well. Red Panty Night never came. It definitely never came. It definitely never came. Like I said, he left his wife. Michael Chandler left his wife for 2 years. He left his wife for 2 years for a 3-year training camp, and the fight never came into fruition. Conor McGregor was out there catching cases in bathroom stalls. That's exactly what was happening. Conor is literally shitting money. He is not coming back to fight Chandler. Conor McGregor is not coming back to fight anybody for that matter. He's not fighting anybody for that matter. All right. I wish Conor McGregor would come back and fight Jose Aldo. That's the fight that the UFC should have made, because you can sell that fight anywhere. Honestly, Jose Aldo versus Conor McGregor, you got me sold. But obviously, that's not gonna happen. Not anytime soon. Connor's on that cocaine Connor. That's what Connor is on. You know, there was motivational Connor. You know what I mean? There was motivational Connor. Then there was crazy Connor, right? And now it's cocaine Connor. Straight up cocaine Connor, bro. Straight up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time to witness the UFC. I'll tell you that much. It really is. It's a crazy time, man. Stand your base. Stand your base. Ah, man, Conor McGregor is crazy, bro. He's literally crazy. He's nuts. He wants to be prime minister of his country or something like that. Conor McGregor needs to be prime minister of his own house. Okay, Conor McGregor has yet to do D. Devlin correct. Okay, D. Devlin is still walking around here, all right, with about 10 babies, and still Conor McGregor won't marry her. All right, I already told you guys what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take my ass onto a plane on a flight to Ireland, and me and D. Devlin, we're gonna get acquainted. Okay, because obviously Conor McGregor is not, he's not interested in marrying D. Devlin, so I might as well take her from him. All right, and for this prime minister presidential bullshit, I mean, the guy's a joke. All right, the guy doesn't even take his wife or his baby mama seriously. All right, the guy's walking around here catching cases in bathroom stalls, telling, whispering in people's ears, that's how I felt when Khabib submitted me. Can you imagine that? Like, how insane does that sound, guys? Uh, I think it's the steroids too. It might be. It might be the steroids. Steroids has a lot of side effects. A lot of side effects, okay? Coming from a former Conor fan, uh, what are you talking about? Coming from a former Conor fan, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I never. If you're a fan of someone, you would I don't know. You would have posters of them. You know what I mean? You have multiple clips of them. What are you talking about? Coming from a former Connor fan, that's unbelievable. Um, Not if I get there first. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, okay, okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. Sorry about that. I used to love Kara. He was my idol. Gotcha, man. I mean, look, man. Like I said, there was different versions of Connor, and the Connor that you're talking about was the motivational Connor. You know what I mean? That was that Connor that in almost every interview he had something great and positive to say. You know, that's the motivational version of Connor. That's the one that you're talking about, your idol. But then there's other versions of him. Like I said, there's a motivational version. Then there's a crazy version. The crazy version of Connor was, the Connor where he fought Khabib. Where he just threw the dolly against the bus. You know what I mean? That's the Conor McGregor. That's the crazy Connor. And then you got cocaine Connor, and that's who we have right now. You know what I mean? So sad. So sad how we watching this guy's career just spiral. You know what I mean? Saying the trash talking was on another level. It definitely was, man. It definitely was. I agree with you 100%. Now it's just sad. He was the reason I really started to watch UFC. Well, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Well, continue watching UFC. You know what I mean? Continue watching it. It's a shit show, right? It's a shit show, but continue watching it. There's still a lot of exciting things happening. In the background. Like I said in my other videos, we got UFC 316 coming, Marab versus Sean O'Malley. And then we also got UFC 318. We got Holloway versus Dustin Poirier. So there's a lot of great fights happening, man. Ilya Taporia come to Marbia. Marbia. What? What are you talking about, Mars? He was an inspiration. I hear you, man. I hear you. Especially with Poirier. LOL. UFC is dead now. UFC is different. You know what I mean? UFC is different, especially from the days where I started watching the UFC. It's totally different. Dude, who actually wants to see Marab versus Sean again? That's the reason why that's the first one I said. Nobody wants to watch that fight. And it's so sad because that card, we have Marab versus Sean O'Malley, and then the co-main event is another fight nobody cares about. Kayla Harrison versus Juliana Pena. I think this fight shouldn't be called UFC 316. I think it should be called UFC Nobody Cares About This Damn Card. Okay? Because Marab Sean O'Malley, nobody cares about that. And Kayla Harrison versus, Juliana Pena, definitely nobody cares about that. Nah, UFC still alive. Boxing is dead. I hear you, man. I mean, look, UFC has changed dramatically, and I wonder where UFC lands. The UFC is not gonna continue with ESPN, so I wonder where the UFC lands and what organization they move with. Because Netflix is not interested. So I'm just wondering how is it gonna look. The landscape. It just might change for the UFC. Marab is cool though. He definitely is. I think Marab is definitely cool. There was a skit recently with Marab and what's his name? Aljo. And it was hilarious. This might be the funniest skit that I watched. Like literally, like Marab has a lot of like funny skits, but this skit was the funniest skit I've ever seen Marab do, and it was hilarious. It was a guy like putting like he was putting wood into his bed. Like if you could imagine a bed, and he was like putting wood into his bed, and it was like obviously smoking and going on fire, and then you see Marab lay down on the bed and cover himself, and then you see him wake back up, and then when he gets out is Aljamain Sterling. Yo, it was hilarious though. You guys have to watch the video, man. It's hilarious. Ilya versus Charles is a bit interesting though. I do think that's an interesting fight. I think that's an interesting fight. I think, like I said, I think Charles Oliveira ends up taking it though. Netflix is interested in Jake Paul versus Muhammad Ali corpse. Ah man, yeah, yeah. It's a sad story. It's a sad story when it comes to what's going on out there, man. It's just Uh, all these YouTubers, right? Fucking Jake Paul and all this shit. Jake should just go to WWE like his brother. They could form a tag team and fight the Osos. DDP and Chimaev too. Yeah, DDP Chimaev, that's an exciting one. You know, I believe that's UFC 319. That's gonna be an exciting fight, man. I'm excited for that one. Hopefully everything stays intact. You know what I mean? We all know the history of the UFC. A lot of fighters get injured, and then you gotta, poke and pick fighters, on short notice. So I'm just hoping all these fights stay intact because I definitely want to see DDP versus Chimaev. That's the fight I definitely want to see this year. If I don't get to see that fight this year, I don't know what I might do. Okay, and that is just, I'm dead serious, guys. Okay. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. All right. Chimaev, better not pull out. Hopefully, man. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully Chimaev stays healthy, and we get to see him and DDP in that octagon for UFC 319, guys. What do you guys think about Holloway versus Dustin? That's another fight that I really didn't want. I didn't really want to see. I watched that fight twice already, but hey, the UFC puts it on, and I know both guys are always exciting. So the fight is gonna be a banger, but it's just I was just interested in seeing something else, especially for Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. Max versus Dustin just breaks my heart. Yeah, man, me too, man. It really does. It breaks my heart too, man. It really does. It could have. They could have done something else for both guys. Don't want to see anyone lose, right? You don't want to see Dustin lose. You don't want to see Max lose. And you already saw how the last fight ended up. It was like, man, both guys were bloody. Max Holloway got some damage. He was cut up, bruised up. It's not really what you want to see. Can't they just share the belt? Right? That would be a good option, man. That would be a good option. Unfortunately not, man. But yeah, the UFC booked that, and that's what we got next, man. That's one that I don't want to see, but I'm gonna watch. You know what I mean? It's one of those fights. It's one of those fights. What do you guys think about Usman versus Buckley? You guys think that's gonna be a good fight? Usman versus Buckley? Is that gonna be exciting? You know what I mean? I think if Buckley beats Usman, that puts him right in contendership for that strap. Buckley takes the dub. Buckley got it. Man, everybody on the chats think Buckley got this. Why do you think Buckley got this? Explain to me why you guys are convinced that Buckley got this dub. All right. Explain to me why is it? Is it because you guys think Usman is just past his prime? Is it because you think Usman has been out of the octagon and out of competition for a long time? Just busy on the Pound for Pound podcast with Henry Cejudo? I mean, what specifically, is giving you that answer that Buckley is going to take this fight, guys? All right. Let me know on the chat. I am curious. I am interested. All right, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Usman is in his prime anymore. He isn't in his prime anymore. Um, okay, I can see that. I can see that. That's a good answer. I could definitely see how Usman is definitely past his prime. And he's been on a long hiatus. I definitely agree with you on that one. And he's virtually walking around on no knees. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight for Usman. And as you can see, a lot of those fighters that Usman was competing against, those guys have fallen. We're talking about the Gilbert Burns in the world. You know what I mean? We're talking about all those guys who actually competed against Usman. Those guys have fallen. Uh, When was his last win? Usman's last win was against Kobe Covington, guys. All right, if my mind is telling me correctly, that is his last win was against Kobe Covington, and that was about 3 years ago, guys. 3 years ago. And Buckley is better than ever. He's stronger and more active. I got you, Mars. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, man. That's a good analogy. It really is a good analogy. Yeah, broken knees, and he isn't getting younger. He isn't getting any younger, man. Usman is getting older. I believe he's like 36, 37 years old, man. He's not a young man. It's time to pass the torch. For sure. For sure. It's definitely past, it's time to, pass the torch. Who's going to who's going to run that division though? Is it gonna be Islam Makhachev? Is it gonna be JDM? Hell, is it gonna be Buckley? Who is it gonna be? We already know Bilal Muhammad is never going to get his opportunity again at the welterweight strap. That's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? Took long enough to actually get there. You think the UFC is going to put Bilal Muhammad at a, you know, eh, even if he gets on a 4 or 5 win streak, he's not going to get to the title. I just want Kobe to shut up. Feed Kobe to Ian Gary. I don't think that fight happens. I think Ian Gary has some other things in mind, and some bigger fish to fry. To be honest with you, Kobe Covington's career is kind of in the back end. So and all due respect to Kobe, but yeah, Aaron Gary is on his way up. Below never going to touch the belt again. Yeah, Below is never going to touch gold again. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. I definitely agree with that one, guys. That's 100%. 100% agree with that one. I don't see how Bilal Muhammad could actually, uh, you know, get back to title contention. Even if he, like I said, even if he gets on a winning streak, I don't think the UFC would want to do that. They're gonna screw him. They're gonna screw who? They're gonna screw who? Who are you talking about? Bilal Muhammad. That's who you're talking about. Oh man. Below, yeah, man. Hopefully not, man. Hopefully not. Hopefully he can still compete at a high level. I mean, the guy is older as well. He's like 36, 37. So hopefully he can still compete at a high level. And I'm pretty sure he can stay active. You know what I mean? There's Buckley, Shavkat, Islam. I think they all have a chance. I think so too. I think so too. I think so too. I mean, Islam is gonna be the first guy, you know what I mean, against JDM. So we shall see how that plays out. Bilal has the skills, but UFC will screw him. Yeah, 100%, 100%. They screwed him for so long. I think it'll be easy for them to screw him again. To be real, guys. Is Robert Whitaker done? No, actually, Robert Whitaker is he's facing he's actually booked to fight somebody. I think JDM is actually booked to fight that guy who beat what the hell his name is. I forgot his name. Hold on a second. RDR. RDR his name is? Hold on a second. I gotta look for him. Hold on. Hold on a second, guys. Right there, right there. Yeah, De Ritter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. De Ritter. Yeah, Renner De Ritter. Yeah, Renner De Ritter. Yeah, De Ritter. Yes, yes, Renner De Ritter. Yes, Robert Whitaker is booked to fight Renner De Ritter. So yeah, we'll see how that fight is gonna look. So Robert Whitaker isn't done yet. He's booked to fight, so hopefully he can get a W. But that's easier said than done, man. That's really easier said than done. All right. But will he ever see the belt again? No, I don't think he'll ever see the belt again, man. I don't think Robert Whitaker is gonna be able to, get over that hump. Don't get me wrong, he'll be able to compete at a high level, but man, there's just guys like Tamayev, DDP, these guys who are just at a high level, and I don't see Robert Whitaker, competing against them. The guy who beat Bo Nickel. Yes, the guy who beat Bo Nickel. I was so happy to see Bo Nickel get beaten. The guy needed to be humbled. The guy is basically on his podcast sucking his own dick. It's is just out of control. So I was very happy to see, Bo Nickel, actually crumble to the ground and take that L. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping he takes a hiatus and you know is continuously humbled for that moment because the guy, I'm telling you, the guy was talking about himself like he was going to compete for a title in the next 6 months. Bo Nickel was all hype. Definitely was all hype, man. I mean, most likely what's gonna happen next is he's gonna get an unranked opponent, and he's gonna knock out that unranked opponent, and he's gonna be screaming, "Guys, I'm back. That was a fluke," or I'm ready for the top level competition. And it's like in reality, no, you're not, Bo Nickel. No, you're not. You have a lot of things to work on. All right, talking about that you're a natural striker. Somebody should smack the shit out of Bo Nickel just for saying something like that. How dare you say you're a natural striker? Your striking is terrible. Fucking natural striker. How dare he say such a thing? Oh my god. He was like Tamayev is easy. My point exactly, guys. The guy was talking like he was going to compete for a title in the next 6 months. Bo Nickel was out of control, talking about himself just so highly. It was very good. It was a good feeling watching Bo Nickel lose. It really was. It really was. The guy deserved it. The guy deserved it. And honestly, with his skill set, he can't compete at a very high level, man. He really can't, especially with that type of mentality. You're not gonna be able to compete at a high level with that type of mentality. It's not gonna happen. It just isn't. Crazy, crazy. Fucking calling himself a natural striker. It's insane, man. It's insane. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ah, I made a video. I haven't really posted it yet, but I made a video on Sean O'Malley, and I'm slowly gonna be posting, these videos on my YouTube Shorts. But they're breaking down Sean O'Malley, man, and a lot of people want to talk about how Sean O'Malley is this technical striker. And man, I broke down that first fight with Marab, dude. Like Sean O'Malley is not a technical striker at all. That guy throws one punch combinations. Like he doesn't throw combinations at all. He throws one punch. Literally, go watch the fight. It's amazing to me. And I'm looking at this like this guy is just a counter puncher who backs up and hopes to knock you out with a counter punch. That's all he is. Like he's not out here throwing a 4 or 5 punch combination. He's throwing one punch at a time. It's fucking out of control. So yeah, unbelievable. Um, there are rumors Dana is gonna retire soon. Man, I hope so. I hope so. I hope Dana White does retire. I think I think the writing is on the. Oh shoot! I hit the mic. Sorry about that. I think the writing is on the wall. I think the writing is on a wall, and I honestly think that he's just not invested in promoting the UFC the way he used to. You know what I mean? And there's an important comment that Dana White said. He said once the Fertitta brothers are out of the UFC, he doesn't envision himself being in the company for very long after. So I think he's been checked out ever since the Fertitta brothers have sold the UFC. I think he's been checked out ever since then, and that's the reason why he's ventured into other companies, such as Slap. and he's promoting that company as much as he can, and he's trying to suck up the juice as much as juice as he can from the UFC as well, so he can venture out into bigger or other things that he can be in charge of. That's my opinion on that, man. So most likely he will retire. I would love to see Sanhagen fight for a title, or him versus O'Malley in the future would be a good fight. I made a video about that, guys. I made a video about that. I think Sean O'Malley and Sanhagen, that's one of those fights that should have been happened. But once again, the UFC just dropped the ball. The UFC just drops the ball, man. They don't know what they're doing. You know, that would have been a sellable fight, an exciting fight. But instead, we got Sean O'Malley walking into a title fight after a year and a half hiatus, you know, and after getting dominated by Merab. But yet, we're going to see that fight again. Unbelievable, guys. What's the matter with Alex Pereira? Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. From what I heard the UFC asked, they kind of called Alex Pereira and Jerry Prochazka and asked him if any of those guys, you know, wanted to fight Ankalaev for UFC, you know, 317 for International Fight Week. But both guys said no. So I'm not sure what's up with Alex Pereira. But yeah. Is the Dana White privilege? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You know, Sean O'Malley could just, you know, waltz right into a championship fight after getting dominated by the guy who's the champion. It's amazing. Jerry has his exams. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard Jerry has exams. I heard, you know, he's going to college and he had to take some exams, you know, some tests. He's preparing for, so he didn't want to. He couldn't, you know, have a good training camp. So, congratulations to him, man. But I'm not sure what's going on with Alex Pereira. You know, what I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. But best of luck to him. What does he study? I'm not sure what he studies. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what he studies, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what Jerry studies, man. You know, but it has something to do with combat, like you know, combat, war strategies, and security, you know, measures, things of that nature. I believe that's what he studies, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, man? What's up? What's going on? What is going on? I wonder why Pereira didn't take the fight. Most likely didn't want to take the fight on short notice. You know, it is kind of on short notice. It's on international fight week, so yeah, he's most likely didn't want to take the fight on short notice. That's probably most likely why for Alex Pereira. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. All right. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. All right. And as it stands, guys, for 2025, for my UFC fight predictions, I'm 101 and 76, guys. I repeat, I'm 101 wins. Okay. 101 wins and 76 losses. Way above 500. I'm happy about my record right now. We got to continuously get these dubs, and we got to continuously grind, okay, and hustle to build this community, man. So definitely thank you guys, man. I couldn't do this without you guys. Can you say ligma? Ligma. Say that. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Hopefully that doesn't mean anything bad, man. But if it does, shame on you. Shame on you. But yeah, guys. It says, you still? LOL. You still training? You still training? Yeah, man. I still do my thing, man. I still do my thing. I still do my thing. Still do my. Are you still training? Cause I know you was training. Are you still training? You still doing your thing? Like I said, man, I don't train at gyms like you do. Just train with a select few of my friends, man. But yeah. How about you? Yeah, I still do judo. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. Continue doing that, man. Continue doing that stuff, bro. That is what's up. Boop. But yeah, guys, I'm about to head out here soon, man. I'm about to get out of here soon. It was a good live. I'm most likely gonna go live again this afternoon, and banter with you guys some more. All right. But yeah, guys, you guys have a great week. I'll see you guys again. I went back to training bro boxing, but it's weird after going up to 200 pounds. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you a lot, man. You gotta, especially in boxing, man, you gotta do your due diligence, man. I found out real quick. I suck at boxing. I just suck at boxing. But when it comes to Muay Thai and putting kicks and feet and combinations in that order, I'm better in that, man. But I'm not good at combinations when it comes to only my hands. I'm better at combinations with both my hands and my feet. So yeah, guys. Anyways, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for grinding with me, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm out of here, man. Cheers to everybody. Peace, one love. You already know what it is. Until next time, y'all. You already know.